welcome back to Knitting Catalog. I'm happy to be in your presence today. So guys, I threw a question last week in which I'm asking for opinion of the next video I should do on my channel, but I got the first reply in which is a baby gown, and today I'm going to share with you how to knit a baby gown on knitting machine. And I want to say thank you to all the people that have been commenting on my channel. I really appreciate your comments, make me happy and it makes me going, it makes me want to do more. I really appreciate your love. I really appreciate your encouragement. And if you are here for the first time, you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. A lot is going on my channel. Thank you very much. So let's go ahead and see how to do this baby gown. Right now, I've already cast on 75 by 75 needle. So, and now I want to pack all the needles together to knit non stretchy hem. So the hem is going to be designed by having picot edge at the hem. So right now I've already cast on with, let's say this is row 1. So I'm going to continue till when I knit 5 rows, and I'm using tension 7 for the hem. I'm using tension 7 for the hem. So right now I'm moving for the second row. Okay. Third row. Fourth and fifth row. So I'm going to get my transfer tools and transfer the 4 stitches to the nearby needle, just as I'm doing, leaving 3 needle and transfer the 4th needle, the stitch, to the next one. So you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to pack all the empty needle back to work and knit another 5 rows, making 5 rows, making 10 rows all together for the hem. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to fold the hem. So push the needle out, push the needle out. and knit 2 rows. So I'm going to hang my weight on it, the comb weight, and start my lace design. So this is the down part of the gown. This is the down part of the gown, the flare part of the gown. So we are going to make this in 2 pieces. So this is the first one for front and another one for back. So you are going to do it exactly the same. So right now I'm going to go ahead and select. So I'm going to start the lace panel pattern. I'm going to leave 4 stitches before selecting for the lace panel. Just want to identify the needle I'm going to work with, just to make that arrangement down so that I won't mistakenly taking another needle for what it is not for. So I'm just going to set it down. Then after selecting the first one and knit 2 rows, that one will be my guide to select the right needle. But for now I have to like set this down for me to know which one I'm going to work with. So that's what I'm doing right now. So make sure you select it in the right way. Make sure the needles are correct. Just yeah. So remaining 5 needle left here and 4 needle here, just to centralize the design. So right now I'm going to go ahead and transfer. No. So I will see you when I finish selecting for the lace pattern. Okay guys, this is the end of the lace pattern. You know, we close the hem with 2 rows, then the lace pattern is 12 rows. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 12 row plus 2 row that we use to close the hem, making 14. So I'm going to change my row counter to 14. Then I'm going to knit plain knitting up to 60 rows. So I'm going to knit up to 60 row. I'm using tension 8 right now. So yeah guys, this is 60 rows. So let's go over the knitting once again. The hem is just 10 rows. We use tension 7 for the hem, 10 rows. So after the hem, I change to tension 8 and use tension 8 to knit 60 rows. So you could choose any design of your choice. It's not compulsory that you must use this my lace pattern. So you could choose any design of your choice and any color of your choice. But what matter is you should knit up to 60 rows with tension 8. And sorry about that, I did not inform you I'm using comb 2-ply wool is what I'm using. You see it, I'm using cone. 2-ply wool, so tiny, is what I'm using. So you may use another type of yarn, but what is going to give you maybe a little bit bigger than my own. So it depends on the yarn you are using. But if you are using the same thing as my yarn, like 2-ply, so tiny, then you can just follow my measurements. So that's it. Right now I'm going to use another color of yarn to knit few rows on top, because I'm going to fold it, and you are going to make two of this, just exactly as this, the same needle number that you cast on, the same thing. So you are going to make it two pieces of this. So right now I'm going to break my yarn and use this as my waist yarn. So I'm going to increase the tension to 9.5 and knit maybe 6 rows. That's it. So I'm going to fold it. Remove this first. So you can see what we have. Right now I'm going to face back on 38 by 38 needle. So I'm going to be picking two stitches of this, just like this. No, I'm going to pick this and this, making two like this, and fix on one needle. So I'm doubling the stitches on a needle. So let's go ahead and see how this work. 38 by 38 needle. So just select 38 by 38 needle and fix it on it. So I'm going to go ahead and start fixing. So two stitches on it on one needle to form the gathers of the part of the gown. So this is it after fixing it to 38 by 37, but I just make it up to 38 by putting one single stitches in the last two needles, just to balance up the needles. So this is how it will look like. Right now I'm going to continue knitting the body with same tension 8. So I'm going to make sure I push all my needles out so that my carriage can pass through normally and I will not lose any stitches. So I'm going to grab my yarn and continue knitting. So change back to tension 8, then knit first row. So I'm going to knit 6 rows now. before I will now create a hole that I will fix a ribbon in form of belt on the gown. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm going to leave 3 stitches, go to the fourth one and remove the stitches. Okay. That's it. Bring all the needle back to work. Make sure all the needles are in the, all the stitches are in the needles. Then knit 6 rows again. So at the fifth row, I'm going to cast off for the armhole. I'm going to cast off 5 needle for the armhole. That's at the 5th row. That's 5. Then that's it. This is 6. We create this and knit another 6, making 12. So I'm going to do the same, casting off for the armhole. So that's it. Just in a simple way. Then this is 12. So I'm going to set my row counter to 12. That's 12. So this is my front, guys. I'm going to use 20 row for the neck. For the neck shaping, I'm going to use 20 rows. And the total row for the body of this work is 60 rows. So I'm going to continue knitting till when I get to 40 rows. So I'm at 12 rows right now. So I'm going to knit up to 40 rows and stop to shape for neck. That's 40 rows altogether. From here to this place is 40 rows. So this is the neck part of it, how to shape for the round neck for the baby gown. So what I normally do is to cast off 14 needles, because I'm going to use 18 needles, just 18 needles for the baby neck, 18 by 18 needle. So this is how the opening of the neck will wide to, from here to here. That's the opening of the neck, and I'm going to use 20 rows. So what I normally do is to cast off 14 needles and another 14 needles towards the right side, and leave 4 needles to shape for the neck. So just come along, let's see how I used to do it. So right now I'm going to cast off 14 stitches, 14 needles right now with cast off tools. That's 11, 12, 13, 14, So this is 14 needle. Send them back to non-working position. I'm not going to use them again. Then I'm going to do same to this side. 14. So 10, yeah, no, that's 14. Then hang up. So that's it. So I have 4 needle left to work with 20 rows. So I'm going to put this on. Hold on. Press your button to put this set of needle on. Hold on. And I'm going to work with this right now. So I'm going to decrease 2 needles at once and knit a row. So I'm going to decrease another 2 and knit a row. So that's it. Then 2 rows in tension 10 to bind off. That's it. So I'm going to repeat same to the other side of the work. So change your tension back to 8. Then I'm going to knit 1 row to bring the needle to work. Yeah. Then do my decrease. Then I've already knit 1 row, so remaining 9 rows. That's 10. Then decrease again the 2 row of knitting. Tension 10, 2 rows. That's it. Then cast off. This is the front side of it. I'm going to loose this off. I'm going to lose it off. So that's it. So this is the gown. The front side of it. And here is the back side of it. The back side is just after the 12 rows. This 12 row, just continue knitting till when you get to 60 rows. So back and front are almost the same, only the neck shaping. So you can see the sleeve is going to be fixing from center 0 across center 0, 1 needle across to 35, just like this to 35, then see. To 35, so that's it. I'm going to knit in stripe pattern 2 by 2 stripe design. So I'm going to knit in that straight down to 70 rows. So let me just set my row counter to 000. Then I'm going to start with carton color. So tension 8, go back to tension 8 for the sleeve. So I'm going to start to knit. That's it, the row 1, 2. So it's going to take much time. So guys, this is 70. So I'm going to knit in milk color right now and fold this sleeve, because I'm going to fix it back to make it a little bit shorter in length to maybe 25 by 25 needles. So let's go ahead. Let me knit in waist yarn to fold this right now. So just about 6 rows in waist. So that's great. And I'm going to drop it. And see, it's like big hand that is going to have small hem like that. This is the sleeve right now. So this is the arithmetic of how I'm going to fix it back on 25 by 25 needle, because it was formerly 35 by 35. So we are losing 20 stitches out of 35 by 35 to become 25 by 25. So all this one at the back is going to take single stitch, and this needle in front are going to take double stitches. So I'm going to add 2 on this one at the front. So the arithmetic is, I'm going to put single stitch on these 2 and put 2 on this one, then put single on this and put 2 on this, put single on these 2 needle and put 2 on this. So I'm going to be interchanging them like that. So let's go ahead and see how it's going to be. So fixing them back the way we fix the flare of the gown. So I'm going to put single stitch on this and on this. So this is going to take 2 to enable the 20 stitches to come in. So I'm going to put fix on 1, Then this is going to take 2, just to distribute it evenly. Then this is going to take, oh, I'm picking the wrong place. So I'm going to push all the needle back to front, then grab the milk color, seam on tension 8, knit 1 row. Then I'm going to select for a 2 by 1. Then I'm going to knit 20 rows for the rib and fold it. So this is 2, 3. That's 20. Then I'm going to fold. So I'm going to use this last one to fold it back to the empty needle, fold back. So I'm going to go back and hang another stitch on the needle again to make sure it holds properly. This. Then I'm going to knit 2 rows in tension 10 and cast off. After casting off, I will do the same thing to the other side of the hand, of the armhole, and knit the second sleeve. So tension 10, bring all the needle to E position to secure the stitches and knit in row. That's it. So break the yarn and cast off, bind off. So this is it. You can see how the sleeve is. So I'm going to loose this off. So you can see the round mouth of the sleeve. You can see how it is. So it's like puff hand with small wrist. So you can see. So that's it, guys. So I'm going to, as usual, I'm going to do the neckband and sew it on my sewing machine. Baby gown neckband right now. I've cast on 40 by 40 needle, then with tension 7.5. So I'm going to do it in milk color. So that's it. And I'm going to pack all the needles together. and knit 28 rows in tension 7.5, 28 rows or 30 rows, whichever one you want, 38 or 28 or 30 rows. This is 28 rows, guys. So I'm going to fold it. When you are knitting neckband, you don't cast off or bind off. You don't cast off or bind off. You just fold it. So after folding it, I'm going to fold it off the machine. So 2 rows. So if you are afraid that when you want to sew it, it might lose off, you may like pass through your yarn inside your stitches to secure it. Let me get my tapestry needle and do that for you to see. So it's just like putting this on the needle, pass through the stitches so that you can pass through your yarn inside for it not to lose when you are sewing it. So this is how it is. So I'm going to draw it out, and stretch it. So by this one you cannot lose the stitches, so you can keep it till when you are ready. Hello guys, this is the outcome of the baby dress. You can see how beautiful this baby dress is, and I'm happy we knitted this together. You can see the lace edge at the hem of the gown, you can see the sleeve, you can see the ribbon and the bow, so beautiful, and the color is so complementing each other. I believe you have learned a lot and this video is helpful to you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Please share with your friends so that we can have fun together in knitting. Till next time, bye.